You don't know shit about boxing.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I apologize. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's sometimes it just be taking over me, and I don't even know what the. It just. I can't explain it. I don't know why I gotta feel like I gotta cuss at y'all, but I do. I don't mean it in a bad way. I love y'all wholeheartedly. You feel me? But it's just I'm the problem. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. I'm the problem. It's me. I understand. I'm the problem.
Hey man, hey, you wasting Rick minutes.
You right. My bad. We
I
only
know
got like
about no
15.
limit.
Hey, hey. My bad. You was exactly right. We got 3 rounds. Let me
Goes.
go. Let me go ahead and get my Let me get the timer out on here. I say 3 rounds. We got what, 4 rounds? I think it is. We got 4 rounds. 5. Well, the ends is just the end mark, but okay. That's just enough time before Rick, AT&T and Rick hate each other. Cause that boy for sure finna be out of there on the cool.
Boy,
All
that's
right.
cool.
Anyways, well, welcome to another episode of Pay the Toll Boxing on Foreman.
I'm twin.
I'm Rick.
And man, I hope everybody's having a good holiday so far. We've had a lot transpire over the last couple of weeks, couple of pro box shows, obviously the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua card, however that fell out for the other things. But there's also some things coming up, moving up here in the next couple of weeks of the holidays. And then also next week's episode, we'll get into some of the things how we're going to close out the year and aka start the year moving into it. So I'm looking forward to giving y'all that information for what we think. And I hope y'all really enjoyed it and really pay attention more for us through the next year. Twin, how you feeling?
Good. Modulating. Ravens don't play the 7th, so I got a few hours till I'm upset.
That's fair. Rick, I know you are right. Saints won 3 in a row. Oh
Three
my
in a
God.
row, man. Tyler Shuck, man.
Yeah, to the
Yeah.
playoffs y'all go, huh?
All right, be cool, bro. All right, we got right now.
Hey, ain't nobody on this show going to the playoffs. It don't even
Yeah.
matter.
Nah, facts.
Ain't nobody going to the playoffs. All right, man.
Facts.
With that being said, I guess I'm gonna wait about another 20 seconds to start it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer right now. All right, we got 3 minutes starting. What's the first? Twin got the first round. What is it? 3, 2, 1, starts. What you got?
The spectacle, AJ and Jake Paul fight this past, what was that, Friday? Was that Friday?
Oh, Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. So it took a few more rounds than most people thought, but Jake Paul ended up getting his face broke, and
In
AJ
two
got the
places.
win. So yeah. What you guys think about it?
Rick.
Foreman.
Oh, me? Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, main thing, like you said, it went longer than what we thought for sure. What I think is it went longer than what we thought because we were hoping Jake was going to come out fighting. I think that's the main reason it went as long as it did. And I'm not mad at Anthony Joshua. Some people want to rag on Anthony Joshua like, oh, he's supposed to get him out of there. He can only do as much as the man that's in front of him. Like we always say, you can only do as much as the man in front of you allows you to do. And if the man does not engage with you, not at all, you're not allowed to do nothing, no punching. I don't care how much you cut the ring off. If that man is running from you legitimately, you can't do nothing. So it is what it is. AJ finished the job, broke his jaw in 2 places. So that's it.
Rick,
For me.
Rick, what you think?
Um, I think you see that it's really levels and you can't play boxing. Respect to Jake Paul, but it was overdue, man. You know, you can't go and beat up old UFC fighters and expect, respect. So I respect him for getting in the ring, but this ass whooping was overdue if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
All right. I ain't got no respect. And
I knew
here's
that was
why.
coming. I knew that was coming.
I see people trying to give him credit for lasting 6 rounds, blah blah. No, no. This was not some bum off the street that don't box. This was not some amateur that his first or second fight. This is a dude that say he boxes 365. He spars with everybody. He's trying to be a professional. He wants to be a champion. Blah blah blah. He's almost 30. He ain't not some young, super young dude just getting in the fight game. So no, I don't have no respect for him getting in the ring. Anybody would have gotten in the ring to get their ass knocked out and make however many $1 million he made. So nope, I don't give him no respect. Less than 6 rounds, man. I'm not saying anybody can do it, but if you box and train a lot, you can get away with staying out the way a few rounds versus a lot of people, especially if you naturally faster than them. So nope, no respect. I'm glad he got his ass whooped. I hope it happened again.
And do it. Yeah. Well, all right. So Alycia Baumgardner got her another win in the column out of there. Go ahead and add it to the victory. A nice 12 round
Well,
decision. Excuse me, 12 3-minute round decision. Against Boudin. Man, I'm gonna mess that name up however many times it is.
Join the club.
My apologies, darling. I do not mean to
I
harm you.
had Boudini. So,
I don't mean to harm your name, baby. I promise you I don't mean to harm your name. I don't want no smoke because you could probably whoop me, and I don't want that problem. Now, with that being said, Alycia Baumgardner dominated 12 rounds, even also with a knockdown in that time frame. I think we need to see more women in 12 rounds. Some wanted to complain about lack of action in that time frame. And that's because even though they trained this one fight for their 12 rounds, they're not always doing it. And that
right.
that lowers the action. Because one thing women do in their fights, they fight. They
Oh,
they, they throw hands. So don't there's nothing to suggest that it wasn't gonna happen anyway. But good win for Alycia, to get stay in the win column, and all of that.
Rick.
yeah, man. It was a good fight, man. There's things I would like for her to clean up. I think she just gets hit, like Twin said, unnecessarily sometimes.
Hey, hey,
Um,
hey, 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 hey,
I would
hey,
love
hey,
for her to clean that up, but overall, a good fight. Um, I'm just ready for her to kind of. I want to see her with a little stiffer competition going down the line, but good fight though, man. Good fight.
Yeah, I think she did pretty good. I don't think she got to show everything because for more than about half the fight, her opponent didn't really want no parts to engage in like that. So she couldn't really. I think Alycia enjoys being a counter puncher more than anything, and she couldn't really get that off because her opponent wasn't really trying to engage like that. She did get hit with a shot here there later in the fight, but it happens. But good win. She did mention Dynamite Dubois' little sister, Caroline, and she had a pretty nice knockout this weekend. And a lot of people, including myself, believe she up next. So shout out to her. I hope we do see that fight in the future. I saw on X or Twitter earlier saying calling out the bomb. So she won't smoke, she said. So shout out to her. Also, we're gonna go ahead and shout out Clarissa Shields. She was inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame. So shout out to her. And we might as well just rope in. Nah, we'll stop.
Nah,
Yeah,
it don't matter.
we'll stop.
All right. Uh, Another big shocker in the boxing world that may or may not stick. We do not know the answer. Terence Bud Crawford decides to end his career, his legendary career, at 42-0, by being the first two division undisputed champion, and then the first and only three division undisputed champion in men's boxing. I have to make sure I clarify that for men's boxing because Clarissa did all of this before any of the men. Terence Crawford had an extraordinary career that was not highlighted by being the greatest superstar in boxing. However, it was the best career highlighted by always being consistent in every performance that he had. So thank you, Terence Crawford, for going into these fights and never having a question if you won or not. I think that's the biggest thing in Terence Crawford's career. We've never looked at a Crawford career and said he did not. Oh, we don't know if he won that fight. No, that's it. So, Rig, what you got?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was a Crawford hater for a while, man. I'm gonna be
You
honest with you,
was.
man. But listen, man. Legendary career, and for you stupid ass people that's sitting on there saying the man didn't win undisputed 3 divisions. Google, bro. Just fucking get on your phone and go to Google and type in, and there it is, man. But legendary career, man. Legendary.
Twin.
Uh, at the end of the day, Terence Crawford is one of the greatest fighters of all time. I don't care to get into where he ranks. I don't care to get into this talk of who he was better than or not better than, because comparison is a thief. I don't care about any of that. I just know for a fact, I'm not even in my opinion. For a fact, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. Where you rank him, I don't know and I don't care. Uh Speaking of online trolls, I see a lot of people unfortunately trying to muck it up. You can't retire happy in boxing because soon as you retire, they're gonna say, "Well, you didn't fight him. You didn't fight him. You should have did this. You should have did that." But this ain't basketball, man. Like I can go out there and hoop and then like just look bad and nothing happened to me really unless I blow out an ACL or something. But in boxing, man, I could go in there, get my jaw cracked, I could lose vision, I could get my nose broke, have breathing problems for the rest of my life, I could die. Like, don't, I'm not going in there just to please you people. So the man 38 years old and he decided to call it a career. So appreciate him for the fights. And I hope he stay around and do a whole bunch of like commentary interviews because he's funny. With Bud retiring and dropping all the belts, the big question at 168 is what's next for Canelo, the former king of that division. I really don't know because they already said he didn't plan on fighting in May this year. He plans on coming back in September. So I'm not really sure where that leaves him. What you think, Foreman?
I really don't know because, the belts were a big part of Canelo's pay. Huge part of Canelo's pay the last couple of years. So that is probably the most interesting thing that goes into all of this. Canelo's a star, I think. I think Canelo is a star regardless of the belts. Let's get that part. However, the belts add on an extra sentiment of money for incentive and sentiment for Canelo as he goes fight to fight to fight. Because now, yeah, the WBC can now, which they probably are going to do, is make Shiraz number one if Canelo fights Shiraz in England. He gets the WBC belt back because the WBC be on some nonsense. So with that being said, he always has an out with the WBC, and it's because it's Canelo, and that's what I got to say on that. Rick, what you got?
I don't know, man. Canelo couldn't do whatever the hell he wants to in the sport of boxing, to be honest with you, man. And he's gonna pack out and he's gonna sell 700 to 800 pay-per-views, 800,000 pay-per-views. So who knows, man? Canelo could do whatever the hell he wants to, man, to be honest with you. I would say this is one thing, just watch for it, man. If Jamal Charlo can go in there and beat Caleb Plant, I can see that fight happening. Like I said, if he can beat him. So
I'm on there with Twin. They got to get in the ring for me to see it and believe it.
Man,
Right.
I don't believe that to the ring walk. Outside of it, nope.
I'm
Only
on.
only the only good, well, not the only good thing, but good thing about Canelo and his weight class, if he wants to win all those belts back,
You can't.
Canelo, if he's healthy, he will fight 4 times in like a 15-month span.
He's done it before. Absolutely.
He's went January, May, September,
And then he went back
and
in
came
November where he
back
came to play. Yep.
and came back again before December. So he's done it before if he feels like it. So we'll see.
I'm not. Yeah. He still got an out because he is Saul Alvarez. Just is what it is. But
Oh,
WBC gonna
I,
save
di-
him.
I did see on the internet talking about
So,
his
they make
only his only route is David. Hey man, go ahead and leave that shit alone.
next. I'm sorry, I ain't even gonna say next Saturday. It's the 27th. Is that a Saturday?
That's
Saturday
I
Saturday
morning.
think
coming up.
so.
It's
Yeah.
Saturday morning is what it is. That's the only downside. It is Saturday morning. And when I say Saturday morning, I mean you better be awake at 4 in the morning to watch. Saturday morning, you got Inouye versus Picasso for the undisputed 122-pound title. And also on that undercard, we have the setup for the next undisputed fight. If everybody wins, everything goes to plan. Junto Nakatani versus Inouye in May 3rd, which is reported by Brunch Boxing to be in Tokyo at the Tokyo Dome. Um, everybody's looking for Inouye to get a usual Inouye fight and a knockout, and Junto Nakatani to either put on another violent display of boxing or just beat somebody's senses for 12 rounds like he's done millions of times before. Twin, how do you see Inouye and Picasso and Junto?
Uh, I go with Nakatani. I think he does what he does. I don't even think it's much thought to go into that fight.
Actually, let me before I hate to ask you that. Does he get sat down first before he knocks him out? Because this has been his trend the last couple of fights.
I don't. I don't think so. I think they already know what's on the line this next fight, so it'll be somewhat more cautious or a better game plan. So I don't think so.
Mm. Rick?
Uh,
Oh,
but
my bad, my
for
bad. I thought.
as far as in a way fight, uh, I think it'll be a good fight because Picasso he's Mexican. He's gonna come forward. He'll be there to hit, but he's also there to hit. Only concern I see with Picasso is out of his whole career, he has one 12-round fight. All of his fights have been 4, 8, and 10. And in a way, even though he gets people out of there, he has a few fights that went 12. He has some that went 11 and he ended it. So he's been in the deep water. So it's a difference in your game plan when your championship rounds start around 8 and it's 8, 9, and 10 versus 10, 11, 12 in the 12-round fight. And Picasso has never done that before. So if it ends up going past 10, I'd wonder how Picasso ends up handling that. And I don't think he'd be able to deal with in a way anyway. So I got in a way, of course.
Rick, you got the last 25 seconds.
I'm the same way, man.
That's
They,
fair.
it, yep. Yep.
Oh,
And,
okay. Well, all
you
right
know,
then. Shit, that was
hey,
easy. All right, hey, that was easy to me.
hey, man, it's in a way, man. We know what we talking about, man.
That's
So,
true. I ain't gonna argue that.
yeah,
It is what it is. We just going with the flow. No matter what happens, we just go
man.
with the
I
flow.
ain't gonna even waste your time,
Live,
man.
live, 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 live by the sword, die by the sword, my boy.
Yep,
Whatever what it was, but he ain't died by it yet. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
So, with that being said, all right, man, that's the episode right there and there. That's all our rounds. Do we got any lasting remarks, any Twitter things that we want to cover?
You disrespected Tim Zoo, your boy.
I absolutely.
I in the
Tim
pro
Zoo fought
box.
Velasquez over the weekend in a unanimous decision at a get back fight. I know those are things that people in the boxing world like to tend to forget about their fighters. However, we did not. Twin did not forget about Tim Tszyu. His fight. That's just why it's three of us to cover different things and pay attention to the different things that we like. Does this mean the return of Tim Tszyu?
No.
No, it does not. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to another episode of Pay the Toll, or subscribe to the channel of Pay the Toll Boxing. Appreciate y'all that have recently subscribed. Here to what the next three we've had 300 over the past month that have recently subscribed to us. We appreciate you 300. Please send another 300 our way. That would be absolutely awesome and on the cool. I would
Hey,
really appreciate it.
hey, one thing we forgot about the Pro Box, man. The Pro Box card.
Oh, we did forget about the Pro Box card. Hey man, Cardenas got a hell of a knockout on that Pro Box card.
Hey,
Fifth
hey,
round, man.
Hey man,
when y'all see Cardenas loading up that right, you
you
might
better
want to
watch out. You
Yeah.
better watch out. When he
you might
loads up,
want to
you know what the
move.
thing is, when you see him load up either hand, because
Yeah,
he
man.
caught anyway with
Yeah,
the
he was
level,
setting
like, hey
them
boy,
up,
you're
man.
gonna
He
have
was
to eat
setting
this.
them up, man. He was setting them up here.
When he pulled back and sit down, you might as well go ahead and back up, my boy, because if you're leaning in, it's too late. Because he caught that boy right on the tip of the chin.
Yep.
You can't, yeah. So yeah, shout out to Cardenas and the other fighter. I think Joshawn James was on that card too. There was a couple fights on that. Somebody else got a knockout. We had a double knockdown in that Pro Box fight. So if you did not get a chance to watch Pro Box on Thursday, I highly recommend going back and watching the Pro Box fights on from Thursday. So shout out to Pro Box for a consistent year. Shout out to Pro Box for giving us weekly or twice a month, whatever, for monthly, giving us highly
Heat.
entertaining fights.
Heat.
Shout out to Pro Box for that.
Yep.
Because consistent behavior. People complain about we need boxing on a major scale. YouTube, everybody got YouTube on their phone. Everybody got the internet. Pro Box got you for free, and y'all need to tune in and shut up and appreciate what we do got. Because if you don't appreciate the small things, you'll never appreciate the big things in life. And that ain't just boxing, there's everything to go along with it. So with that being said, I
Hey,
hope
hold
y'all.
on.
Oh,
Let me get these comments off while we on the microphone while it's kind of fresh. All right, check me out. Soapbox time.
oh,
I think it's irresponsible for anybody that gets in front of a microphone, in front of their phone or whatever, on these boxing podcasts or Twitter pages or whatever. I think it's irresponsible for anybody that does that to insinuate that boxers are dirty when you have no evidence whatsoever. Terence Crawford retired, and people came out, and some of these famous boxing people said, "Oh, it's funny Victor Conte dies now. Bud got to retire." Like, to push your narrative on a fighter and you've never seen anything dirty about this fighter,
Ever.
that's irresponsible and that's some
Ever.
hating ass shit.
Yep.
Like, that need to get put out the game for everybody that do any boxing content. That makes no sense to me. Like, you carrying your agenda and you probably don't even like Bud to be doing something like that. So now your skirt showing, your panties showing.
Yeah.
Especially you fellas is who I'm talking to that's doing
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
and that's
Musty
whack.
images. But yeah, yeah, man. you know. Yeah.
cinema. It's all cinema to me, baby.
Hey,
It's all
hey, and
cinema.
if this ever pick up traction, any of them dudes that record, that's in the streets hopping, hey, we can get in the ring if y'all
Yeah.
don't like it.
That's what she
Hey,
Me,
said.
you know
me,
I'm with that,
Foreman,
folks. You know I'm with that.
and a lot of y'all, it's more than one of y'all. So, me, Foreman, I'd like to see Foreman against the most popular one. I take the second option. Rick, you can have the third. Like, we can do it
Ain't
like
true,
that.
man. We can laugh it
I'm always with the funky nonsense. I'm always with it. Look here, I can be out of shape, but I guarantee you, I got 4 rounds for anybody. I don't. I can guarantee you, I always have 4 rounds in the tank. I guarantee it. I always got 4 rounds in the tank. Like I said, happy holidays, everybody. Next time we'll see y'all. We'll be breaking down our end of the year rankings for each weight classes that I'm gonna say end of the year rankings for each weight classes of people that we have in the top 10. So we'll break down their weight classes and how their weight classes rank out. Then we'll go out end of the year / beginning of the year top 10. And we'll review those as the year goes on throughout next year to give y'all better coverage of what we think about who is the best in boxing and how those things go. We don't like. I don't like the after somebody fights, we're gonna move somebody higher on the pound for pound list and stuff like that. Like, bro, let multiple fights happen, and then we can see how it goes. I'll let the year go by, and then we'll see. So we'll do it at the end of the year, and then we'll probably do it again 6 months, June, July, and then again right back at the end of the year to see how those guys played out. So that's just simply what it is. At least for the top 10 pound for pound. Now, as the weight classes those guys fight, we can argue with those all day long. Top 10, we'll talk about that at the end of the year. Or something like that. That's it. Ain't a lot of time to talk about that. So we'll move that on. With that being said, thank you again for another tune. Don't forget, like you said, like, share, subscribe.
Right.
I'm Foreman.
Twin.
I'm Rick.
And this has been another good one. Happy holidays to you and yours. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and make sure you all do the right thing. That's all I got. So y'all be cool.